All right, guys, we are back in my garage for another video, and today we are going to be taking a look at the ways you can keep your BMW in neutral even when the engine isn't running. And on these new ZF transmissions, they have this really convenient feature where as soon as you turn the engine off, it automatically shifts into park. But obviously that can be really annoying because if you need to move your car around without actually turning the engine on, or if you need to pull it onto a tow truck, you don't have a way to easily put it into neutral. So there are a couple different ways that you can do this. The good news is if your car has power, you can actually do a sequence of steps inside the car to put it in neutral. So I'll show you guys how to do that. But if you don't have power, your engine isn't running or your DME is out somewhere, then we will also go through the way that you can put it in neutral by getting underneath the car and mechanically shifting the transmission into neutral. So yeah, I know BMWs are typically assumed to be one of the main cars that are going to need a tow at some point, and unfortunately, it's pretty difficult to put it in neutral sometimes. I hope you guys don't ever need this video, but if you do, hopefully you find this video useful. Now, as always, for everybody that's new to the channel, I create these videos to help keep you updated on the latest developments in our community, as well as discuss technical topics so that we have a better understanding of how our engines work. So if you're interested in more videos like that, be sure to subscribe because there will be a lot more coming out in the future. So the first method that we're going to do is inside the car, and this is assuming that you have power to the car. You just want it to stay in neutral even with the car off. So normally when you turn the car off, it automatically shifts straight into park. So this will allow you to put it in neutral, turn off the car, and move it around, do whatever you need to do. Now you're going to need two hands to do this, so I'm going to put this down so you guys can see what I'm doing. So the first thing you're going to do is put your foot on the brake. Second thing is press the start stop button, but hold it. And then you're going to press the unlock button and shift into neutral. It says hold it for 5 seconds. And now when you turn off the car, you can see it stays in neutral, and we get this little indicator that the transmission is not in park. And you see it on here on the transmission as well. So that means that even with the engine completely off, you can move the car around, do what you need to do, and in order to take it out of neutral, you can press the park button, or you can just press the start stop button again, and now it shifts into park. So that's a nice convenient way to put your car into neutral because maybe your car's overheating and you can't turn it on for a long time, or maybe you've got a flat tire and you just need a tow to a tire shop. That's a nice way that you can put it in neutral without actually getting under the car. But a lot of people that are in this circumstance are probably looking for this information because your battery's dead or your engine isn't running at all or something like that. So there is a way to get under the car and mechanically flip a switch that will force it into neutral. And here's how you do that. So in order to manually release the parking lock on your transmission, you're going to need to access the transmission. So that requires jacking up the car and getting underneath so you can actually access the lever that disengages the parking lock. So first step is jack up the driver's side of the car. Now once you're under the car, you're going to want to remove this big panel that is covering up the transmission. So just go all the way around the perimeter, remove all of those 8mm screws, and then you'll be able to move this plastic tray out of the way. Now with the transmission cover removed, you should be able to look up here on the right side of the transmission and you'll see one of two things. So if you have an older like N20 or N55 BMW, there will be a lever here and a little screw. And what you have to do is tighten that screw to push the lever up, and that will put the transmission in neutral. So you'll have to basically push the lever up, that screw will hold it in place, and as long as it's all the way screwed in, then your car will be in neutral. Then when you want to re-engage park, you just loosen that screw and it'll lower the lever back down. Now, on the newer cars, they actually changed it. So on like B48s and B58s, now this lever has to be pulled down. And BMW did make some special tools for this. So there's a tool that goes through this hole, and then you can actually pull it down. And then they have another tool that kind of fits in this corner and squeezes in here to hold this lever in the down position. That's pretty annoying because now you need a special tool. And if your car is like stranded on the highway or something and you're trying to get it on a tow truck, then not being able to easily manipulate this is kind of frustrating. One thing I did find is if you go in the little toolkit in the back of our cars, there is a screwdriver. So you can try to use that and basically pull this down. Oh, it's really hard, but you basically have to pull this tab down and then you wedge something in here. So you can try using this screwdriver or something similar. And when this is in the down position, that will hold it in place. And keep in mind, you can see this, like even with the cover, it's just a lot harder to reach. So if you're able to remove the cover, it'll be a lot easier to access and pull it down. And even just for this video, I just wanted to move it out of the way so I could show you guys. But this is basically the mechanical parking release to put the transmission in neutral. So push this down, wedge something in between here to keep it down, and then you'll be able to roll the car around. So yeah, those are the main ways that you can keep your car in neutral even when the engine isn't running. Again, hopefully you guys aren't on the side of the highway scrolling to find this video when you're in a pinch, but this is, the information that I wish I had when I needed to tow my car. So I thought it would be nice to make a video with the information that I have now. And yeah, I think that's it for this video. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope this helps. And if you have any other questions or comments, leave them down below.